Hey guys, welcome to the LA Auto Show, and we're going to do a series of phone videos because this is being shot on a phone. We're calling these Unfiltered First Looks, and behind me is one of the most interesting trucks that I saw here at the Ram display, and that is because it's a Ram Rebel, the new Ram Rebel, but this one is special. So before we tell you what makes it special, and before I show you something really cool on the inside, let's talk about what a regular Ram Rebel is. And as you know, we just purchased one, so we're very familiar with it. So come on over. Of course, the regular Rebel is a Ram 1500 with a special grille. Now, some people call this the Italian mustache because, of course, Ram is part of FCA, which is Fiat Chrysler, Italian company. And some people like it, and some people wish that Ram would go back to the traditional American cross-haired grille. But what makes the Rebel special, of course, is not just that. It's the fact that it's got these recovery hooks, which this one has. You can hear that. That's steel. That's a big skid plate on the front. It's basically Ram's full-size, most off-road worthy truck. But this one is special because this is their SEMA concept for the Mopar parts that you can buy and create, well, a special look and maybe some way enhance your performance. So let's start with a special look. First is this new and unique Ram Mopar hood with this big air intake. And I have to be honest, this is my first look at the truck, so I'm impressed. It's real. Obviously, you guys know the Toyota does hood scoops, and they're not real. This one actually functions. And under the hood is something else that's special. It has a cold air intake that you can buy from Mopar. There's a lot of discussion whether those add or don't add power. Actually, Jason from Engineering Explained just did a really good video where he tested different air filters and talked about whether cold air intakes actually add power. So you may want to check that out. I don't want to jump into that controversy because we're here to look at the trucks. Let's keep going. Paint color is special. I think it's way cool. Of course, the truck has a lift. Michael, if you can show them. It's got a 2-inch lift, and it's got these Duratracks, which come on the regular Rebel, but this time you've got these, I don't want to use the word fake beadlocks because they may function, but beadlocks in America are illegal, and what beadlocks do is they lock the bead of the tire to the wheel so that when you're off-roading, you can air down to as low as maybe even 5 to 8 pounds, and that gives you a lot more grip. But on the road, what that does is it doesn't allow the tire to slide off the rim of the wheel. So if you're going around a turn very quickly, what that could potentially do is it can make the vehicle flipped over. So that's why beadlocks are illegal. They're great for off-road, they're dangerous on-road. So a lot of the manufacturers do these kind of beadlocks that look like they're real beadlocks, but they're not. And some of them actually do function as beadlocks. The new Raptor has that, but you have to go and actually customize them. So let's keep going. Let's look at the rest of this truck. One of the things that ours doesn't have, which this one has, is a step. And ours has a step, but it's plastic. This one is metal. It's very Raptor-like, so you feel like it's going to be the kind of side step that when you're bounding off-road or brushing up against the side of a mountain, you're not going to necessarily damage or tear off. You may scratch it up. We did that to our old Raptor. You also have this light accessory bar with a bunch of LEDs. And actually, you guys may be wondering why manufacturers don't sell LEDs right from the factory. And once again, that's legal regulation, so you can sell them aftermarket, but for the most part, it's very hard to sell LEDs on a truck. Toyota gets away with it a little bit in their TRD Pros. They've got these little tiny ones, but ones up that high are not kosher, at least when it comes to government regulation. So back here, since this is a concept and of course a proper off-roader, we've got our spare tire. One of the things that unfortunately distinguishes the Raptor from the Rebel is that the Raptor, when you buy it, gives you a KO2 spare tire. When you buy the Rebel, you don't get the Duratrack tire, you just get an additional, basically almost space saver tires that if you get a flat, you can put on there and drive away, but it's not the same Duratrack, not the same off-road worthy tire that comes on the truck. Let's see if there's any actually off-road tires here. Nope, they took it out, they put it back. So normally that's where the tire would live. This one has, of course, has the same exhaust that we do. I love this kind of dark iodized metal. It's really cool looking. The bed is lined, and in general, it's a pretty standard bed. And of course, when you put the tire in, you lose a lot of the utility. No bringing your dirt bike along for a weekend in this one, unless it's a really tiny one, like a Grum, something like that. So I promised I'd show you the inside, and there's something special in here. One of the things that's, I think, unique is the interior. Ram does, I think, the nicest interior in the business right now. And this Ram Rebel with the Rebel etched into the side of the seat, with these very expensive feeling and actually working controls. It's really cool. But Mike, why don't you show them what's special in this one? That's right, stainless steel pedals. I hope that was worth the wait, because this truck has very sporty pedals. So anyway, there you have it. There is Ram's Mopar 1500 Rebel concept. It features all kinds of parts that if you guys have gotten yourself a Rebel and you want to make it look a little bit tougher, a little bit meaner, you can buy. I think it's a really good looking truck. I think that Ram hit it out of the ballpark when they did the newest version of their 1500, and that's why we decided to actually purchase the truck and test it. As always, this is Roman, Michael behind the camera, saying thanks for watching. We're going to give you a lot more of these kind of unfiltered snapshots from the LA Auto Show, so stay tuned for me behind the camera and Mike in front. A lot more coming. See you guys next time. Ciao.